everybody, it's Christine. Today I have a fun, colorful layout for you that showcases how I used my Easy Runner Grand from Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L to create a one-of-a-kind background. So let's get started. I am using my page kit, my Flavors of the Month kit from the Scrap Room. And I am going to use this dot repositionable cartridge in my Easy Runner Grand. What I've done is I've traced a heart, and then I'm going to just fill up that heart with adhesive. Now, I am not being exact. I am going over the lines. I'm not going under the lines. So I am overlapping, if you will. And then I am overlapping even my stripes. I am going heavy and hard on this and you can see in the video, I'm like, I look like I'm doing a dance or something. The way my head is bouncing there. Really having fun with this and laughing at myself in the video. And what you can see is I have gone in all the same directions, so I haven't gone like all crazy, but I have gone all vertical lines. And then I'm going to take my eraser and go around and erase the line that I traced on there. And what that will do is it helps to pull up where I had adhesive that I didn't want as well. I don't know why that worked. I didn't expect that to be the case, but it did. And so anywhere that I went too far on overlapping, I was able to just pull it back up with my eraser. Now, this adhesive, this cartridge specifically, is meant to be repositionable. It is not meant to secure things permanently. And so it's really great for when you're thinking about things, when you're working on a layout and you want to move things around, but it's also really fun to go crazy with techniques on this. And so what I'm going to do is I'm showing you how you can use it as a mask for some distress oxides. So now I am going to pull out this, I believe it's fossilized amber distress oxide, and I am just going to use my sponge and just add it all over the place. Heavier in some spots, lighter in others. Not going to be precise at all, and you can see where I am just filling things in. Now I am being precise in respect to the not going outside of the heart, but I'm trying to cover everywhere that I have adhesive at right now. And as you're watching this, you're probably going, what in heaven's name are you doing, Christine? I wasn't sure how this was going to work. I hadn't tried it before, but I kind of love it. So now you can see the heart is there. Very bright and beautiful, and I'm going to actually dry it because distress oxides do take a while to dry, and I don't want it to smear all over the rest of the layout. And also just, do a little touch-ups here and there, but just drying it real quickly. I'm not going to spend too much time on that, but just getting it warm enough so that it won't smear around the rest of my layout. And then comes the fun part. So I have a washcloth that I keep close by for all my mixed media work, and it's dry at this point, doesn't have anything that's going to harm my layout. So I am just going to go over it and just rub. And what that's going to do is cause my adhesive to come off and no longer be a part of the layout. So you can see it comes off really easy. This is not taking a lot of work. It's a little messy, but most fun things are, right? It is just, I can't even tell you how happy I was with how this turned out. It just created such a unique background. And part of what I loved about it is I didn't have to do anything wet. I didn't have to bring water into the picture, and that just made things a little bit easier. The distress oxides, yes, it needs to dry, but I didn't have to actually worry about the paper warping or any of that stuff. So there you have it. I have a really cool background going on now. Now, this collection that I'm using is a photo play kit. And I'm not sure on the exact name. If I had to guess, I would think it was probably Stuck on You, but I'll have to double check that. And it has a lot of black outlining in it. So I am going to go ahead and add some black outlining before I go any further so that I can avoid any mistakes. Or not avoid any mistakes, but cover up any mistakes. Every once in a while, I'm smart enough to outline ahead of time and save myself a little bit of heartache. And I'm just using a simple black pen. This one comes from Marvy, and it's just, I think it's called the La Pen. I can't remember right now, but just a simple fine tip black pen. And then I add on that sticker down there, and then I'm going to add on my pictures. And these are just 2 pictures, 2 of my kids. I wanted to go for a double photo layout, particularly because although my daughter looks pretty much the same in the pictures, my son's making a different face, and I just thought it was cute. So I wanted to remember that. And you can see the colors in the pictures coordinate very nicely with the photo, or with the background. So I am going to secure those onto my layout, and I'm going to just use my Easy Runner Grand this time, just going back to the traditional white permanent cartridge to secure that. I actually have 2 different Easy Runner Grands, so I don't have to switch my cartridge quite as often. So what you saw is I actually pulled out a second one there, and that just saves me time a little bit. Not a big deal to switch them in and out. It's really not hard to do. But since I'm on the design team, I am privileged to have some extra goodies, and so I take advantage of a little bit of faster and easier there. So now I'm going to add on a banner, and I'm going to use some 3D foam squares to do that and pop it up. So I'm just adding a 3D foam square underneath each banner piece and securing that above my pictures there. I did not originally plan to put that there, but it was just so cute there. I couldn't resist having the word love up above them, and it worked just perfectly. And the 3D foam squares were like the perfect size for this, and really the perfect height. I didn't want them to be too crazy tall, but it does add a little bit of flow and movement by having that on there. Now I'm going to also pull out some 3D foam hearts, and I'm going to add some glitter in a coordinating color to those and add those as embellishments on my layout. I love to use the 3D foam products to just add some interest. And there's so many ways you can approach those, from glitter to flocking to embossing powder to just straight up patterned paper. There's just a lot of different options. And as you can see in this case, they really bring out an extra color in there, which is fabulous. Now I'm going to finish off my embellishing by adding in some more stickers as well as some ephemera. And I'm going to just create a visual triangle. You can see it forming already, debating back and forth about which piece I want to use there. There's a lot of fun options on cute sayings here. And so I ultimately decide I like this oval shaped one that says life is good. And so I'm going to add that. I'm going to add the heart by it. And I'm also going to add a heart sticker. These heart stickers have the black lines on them that look like doodling, so part of my inspiration for the whole thing. And then I'm also going to add this arrow on that just points your eye over to the pictures. Super easy embellishing. This was a really easy, fun layout to do. Has a complicated, different, unique, time-consuming background. Those all don't sound very fun, but it was really fun, and it wasn't that time consuming. It just took longer than like drawing a big heart or slapping down a heart that I cut out. So in that respect, it did take a little more time, but because I did that, I'm able to take everything down a notch when it comes to embellishing. You can see this is very simply embellished for me, and there's just not a ton going on. Some stickers, some ephemera, some 3D foam adhesives where I'm wearing the adhesive on the outside, and then that's pretty much it. So that is it for today. I will stop rambling and let you go, but thank you so much for being here today. Be sure to head over to the Scrapbook Adhesives blog and check out some pictures of these details up close. I've got a really good picture of what that yellow heart looks like that will give you a better idea than just seeing it here on video. And we will see you again soon with another video. Thanks for being here.